Hi everyone, Father Jay here. In case you don't recognize me without the collar, I'm not in uniform today. It's laundry day. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick update on a few things. First of all, I am very, very much looking forward to seeing you tomorrow on Sunday, June 28th, between, say, 11 a.m. and noon at the Immaculate Conception Church in Haines Falls for a drive-in communion service. I will be emailing all of you a little format for prayers and things like that, so you will know how that part of it works. You should have already received an email about some of the logistics that when you arrive there in Haines Falls, you're going to pull in the parking lot across the street from the church, and there will be parking volunteers there directing you when to enter the circular driveway to come around to receive communion and so on. So logistically, there will be people directing you as need be, and I will send you a couple of files with some prayers for your preparation and for Thanksgiving after receiving communion. Again, I'm really looking forward to seeing you, and I hope you will all come, or that at least very, very many of you will come. During this time of lockdown, I have been blessed to be able to celebrate Mass, to be close to the Lord, present in the Blessed Sacrament, but I have not been able to enjoy the presence of the Lord in all of you. And the Church teaches that when we gather, especially for Mass, that the Lord is present to us in different modes, that He is present in the assembled community, in the person of the minister, in the scriptures that are proclaimed, and yes, par excellence in the Blessed Sacrament. But make no mistake and do not doubt that I have felt this time of separation very, very deeply. So I hope that you will come out and answer the Lord's invitation to come and let Him give Himself to you in the Blessed Sacrament tomorrow. In case anyone is wondering why we're only doing this at Immaculate Conception and not Sacred Heart or St. Teresa's, it's a question of simple logistics. When we do reopen, and all of our plans have been approved for reopening, by the way, so we're on track for that for the weekend of July 11th and 12th for all three churches. But when we reopen, the Immaculate Conception community is planning to do drive-in masses first instead of masses in the church. And our reopening committee volunteers who have been working very, very hard dealing with all the complex issues involved in the reopening process just felt that we weren't ready to pull something off indoors this soon. But it was important to me that we at least offer something, some way for all of you to come together and to receive the Lord. So because Immaculate Conception already has this groundwork laid for something outdoors, already has the volunteers lined up for that, that's what's possible this weekend. So St. Teresa's and Sacred Heart will also be developing plans for outdoor services, so that we can have those just in case we should go back into some sort of situation where we can't use the building. We'll have a plan and everything all lined up so that we don't have to cease everything again. But it's just the way that Immaculate Conception structured their plans, so it works out that that's what we can do first. Also, just a couple of other little things about the future of my channel here. So some of you may have noticed I didn't upload a Mass on Friday. I had planned to upload some kind of a message again, but wasn't able to get around to it because I was busy getting some things ready for Sunday. I do expect that I will be continuing my YouTube channel. In fact, I would like to grow what I'm doing with that a little bit. It has been successful, as far as I'm concerned, at reaching a lot of people that I wouldn't otherwise be able to reach, and giving people access to things that otherwise they wouldn't be able to access. So just as one brief example, for a daily Mass, I might typically have as few as 2 or maybe even only 1 other person present. I think my least viewed daily Mass video on my channel had over 25 views. So this is literally more than an order of magnitude more people who are able to access my preaching, the scriptures that we're reading at Mass during the day, and so on. And I think that's worth maintaining in some way. I need to reflect a little bit more on what is most appropriate for that. But suffice it to say, for now, as we enter the reopening phase, I don't know if logistically I will be able to manage to upload a Mass every single day, but I'm hoping to be able to do something. Something that would maybe be a spiritual reflection or some sort of prayers or just something for people's edification. I would also like to maybe experiment a bit with putting some videos out there that would be good for evangelization purposes. So these videos, in my mind, I'm thinking something that would be on a pertinent topic about the Christian faith, but something very, very short. 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. Something that all of you would feel comfortable sharing with a relative or a friend or a coworker who's maybe a little hostile to the faith or indifferent to the faith or curious about the faith but otherwise uninformed. I think that if you can give something very, very small, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, it's hard for a person to say no to that. But once you start crossing that threshold, you're going to reach a different audience. I know myself that I will consume different kinds of videos of different lengths at different times for different purposes. Maybe I want something to just kind of get me in touch with what's going on while I'm eating my lunch or something like that. So I'll watch something that's 25, 30 minutes long. Maybe I want to really engage something a little more deeply when I have some extra time at night. I'll watch something an hour long. But sometimes even I myself want just something little quick bite. So if I see something that's 2.5, 3 minutes long, that I'll do. So these are just some ideas that I have bouncing around in my head. I think might be worth exploring. So I'm very interested as well in your feedback or any suggestions or anything that you would like me to try. I'm very happy to give it a go. So again, finally, I hope that I will see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock at the Immaculate Conception Church in Haines Falls. We will be there, Deacon Peter and I, giving out communion for as long as people are coming through. So I hope that we'll be there for at least a solid hour. All right. I look forward to seeing you. I've missed you so very, very much. God bless.